What is going on, YouTubeverse? John Stanek from Johnny Radio here, bringing you another top 5. And guys, it is that time of year. Happy New Year, first of all. 2024, great year in music. 2025 is going to have a lot to live up to. But I am anticipating quite a few great records this year. And so it's time to do my top 5 most anticipated albums of 2025. A lot of stuff that I think might be happening. Of course, you're always kind of guessing, and going on, different websites to kind of check and see what's on the schedule. A couple of these are for sure. They're coming out in the next month, actually. But some of these are more speculative. And, honestly, a lot of times these don't even end up being my favorite albums of the year because, like 2024, for example, Coldplay and Pearl Jam were on my most anticipated. They did release albums, but they kind of let me down, to be honest. So there were things in 24 that just really took me off guard, like Jon Batiste and Father John Misty, that not only was I not anticipating, but I don't even, I didn't think their albums would be as great as they were. So you never know what's going to happen. You can only predict so much, but it's still fun. So let's do it, shall we? So starting out at number 5. Morgan, who will be releasing their album Hotel Morgan in just a couple of weeks, actually. So this is definitely happening in 2025. And if you don't know this band, they are, I've been following them for a couple of years now, and they're out of Madrid, Spain. Some of their music lyrically is in Spanish, some is in English as well. And it's difficult if you're not familiar with the band. You can't really pigeonhole their sound, but if I had to describe them, it'd be kind of like 70s era rock in the vein of like Pink Floyd if they had a female vocalist. So think like Romany Gilmore from this past year, Between 2 Points, that kind of vein. But they really have their own sound, honestly. And they're a band that I think have no limits. I'm really excited to see where they go next with this next album. And if you're so inclined, if you don't know Spanish and one of their songs is in Spanish, be sure to Google Translate those lyrics because they are always really poignant and heartfelt, and their music is just huge and beautiful. And that's just my number 5. So now at number 4. Teddy Swims, another artist who's releasing a new album just, I think, in the next 10 days or so. His follow-up to last year's I've Done Everything Except Therapy, and this is part 2. So, if you've been following anything he's been doing in the last year or so, which, if you haven't, what planet are you on? Like, he's huge at this point. Lose Control was a super big smash on Spotify worldwide. Bad Dreams was one of my favorite songs of this past year. And I think he's just on a roll, man. Everything he's been releasing has been spot on, has been fantastic. The guy can sing anything, just one of the best voices out there, but also his songwriting totally on point. Still to this day, my favorite song of his is Till I Change Your Mind, which came out back in 2021, I believe. But man, it's just spectacular artist out of Atlanta who has gone on to just major success. And hopefully this is just the beginning. And that's my number 4. So now at number 3, Deftones. I will always be hyped for new Deftones. I don't care, if they put out a recent not as great album, which is not the case. Actually, Ohms from 2020 was fantastic. A real return to form from their album prior, Gore, in my opinion. But man, Deftones, they just never put out anything lackluster. They're just always intense. Chino Moreno, I think, is one of the best melodicists in the game, whether he's singing for Deftones or his side project Crosses. But when all these guys are firing on all cylinders, it is just some of the best heavy music out there. I will always love this band and can't wait to see what they do in 2025, if that's happening. So I got that off of an online thing, so you never know. But now at number 2,
Can I sit next to you?
Spoon, another one that is up for conjecture. I got this off of I think it was Stereo Gum or something like that, of their most anticipated of 2025. But man, Spoon, just one of my favorite bands of all time at this point. I mean, just one of the most solid as far as album releases. Every single thing that they've done since like Gimme Fiction forward has been top notch. You know, Lucifer on the Sofa, their last album was awesome. So, and Britt Daniel, like his voice is like a fine wine. It just seems to get better with age. So I can't wait to see what they do next. You know, they never let me down. And if you've ever seen them live as well, just superb rock music. No matter what kind of music you like, you would like Spoon, I guarantee it. And that's just my number 2. So now at number 1, a band called Love. And yes, I know if you saw my most anticipated list of 2024, they were on there and it didn't quite deliver. It got pushed into 25, unfortunately, but I know it's happening for sure this year. Their first debut EP is coming out, and some of you may say, look, EP, we're talking about albums here. Well, you know, to me, EP, LP, whatever. I'm just excited that these guys are finally getting an official release other than a single. And because, like, if you've been watching my channel over the past few years, I've given them several 10 out of 10 ratings on songs like Dots, Colors Bloom, Infinite. And man, I'm telling you, these guys are onto some great things with their first EP and hopefully even a second EP to follow shortly after. But another great band out of Atlanta, Georgia. You know, Ryan Love, Ian Riley, the rest of the guys, just super talented. And I happen to know a little bit on the inside track of what they've recorded, what it sounds like. And I'm a little biased, but at the same time, I would be just a huge fan of these guys, no matter if I know them or not. But that is my list, guys. So let me know in the comments below what your top 5 would be. What are you anticipating the most? If you're so bold, leave me a top 10. I know there's a ton of stuff coming out or being speculated about. Like Damien Rice, I'm still waiting, bro. You know, come on, man. It's been like over 10 years now, but I'm not even going to put you on my list because who knows when or if that's ever going to happen. But guys, I feel pretty solid about this top 5. So guys, thank you so much for watching. We got so much more exciting things happening here on the channel, and life in general as well. I'm excited about a lot of things in 2025. Hope you are as well. Hope you're all healthy and you know, just doing well mentally, physically, in all the ways, and have an amazing year. Thank you for watching, and as always,
I don't mind the way your colors bloom.